When we think of threatened organisms, we often picture a remote wild place, a patch of habitat only rarely visited by man. The truth is, though, some organisms found in our own backyards and city parks are threatened with extinction, especially at the local level. It is important to remember that while a species may survive elsewhere, the disappearance of a species from a local area will forever change the ecosystem, a missing piece in the local ecology. When it comes to organisms that can be found in urban habitats and backyards, but at the same time be highly threatened, near the top of the list is Odonata, the dragonflies and damselflies. Insects usually receive a lack of conservation attention, even large iconic species like dragonflies. However, what we do know is worrying. Of the roughly 10,000 odonates, some 18% are threatened or already extinct. In my own area, several species flying around a local park pond are actually locally imperiled, with the 12-spotted skimmer and 8-spotted skimmer being locally endangered, while the spectacular flame skimmer is vulnerable, according to NatureServe, despite these species being quite widely distributed. Dragonflies and damselflies start out life as naiads in bodies of fresh water, and this is when they are at their most vulnerable. Water pollution, sedimentation, and the destruction of wetlands together threaten these beautiful creatures. Their sensitivity makes them important bioindicators, which is when a specific kind of organism's presence and population can reveal the qualitative state of an ecosystem. If they are doing well, then the ecosystem is rather healthy. If they're absent, the ecosystem is not healthy. Dragonflies and damselflies are really charismatic insects with amazing biology that I hope to share with you, as soon as I can catch one out of the air. Haha! Got one. Okay, here we have a darner. So this is a really cool dragonfly from the darner group. There's also skimmers and clubtails. These are one of the faster flying and harder to film groups. Odonata are one of the more ancient groups of flying insects, and as such their wings can't fold like regular insects, so they can't fold them back over themselves and kind of make themselves small. They can only fold their wings really in a very limited amount of directions, so basically up and down. That's why dragonflies have the spread out wings. Damselflies have completely restructured their body, especially the pronotum, to have the wings pointing out backwards, and they just sort of fly at a funny angle. But this is a dragonfly, and you can see how visual they are. Those eyes are enormous. The eyes of dragonflies are truly spectacular, covering much of the head and giving them nearly 360-degree vision. Damselflies' bulging eyes, though large, have nothing on the eyes of dragonflies. The lenses that make up a compound eye are called ommatidia. Dragonflies and damselflies are active flyers that catch other insects out of the air. This takes good vision. Like how a camera with more megapixels gets a clearer image than one with fewer, insects with more ommatidia have clearer vision, but even these massive eyes don't have enough room. So special parts of the eye are flattened, allowing in more light, which creates an area of higher resolution. Perhaps the strangest thing about dragonfly biology is how they mate. So now that I have a dragonfly in hand, we can quickly talk about dragonfly breeding. So at the end of the abdomen you can see the cerci, and the cerci are used to grab the female right behind the head. Because they grab the female behind the head with the end of the abdomen, that makes them have to do some very unusual things for mating, because all the sperm is still produced where it should be at the end of the abdomen. So they have a cleft of secondary genitalia here, which is where they stick the sperm for mating, and then the female will reach and she will grab the sperm out of that cleft. The main purpose of holding a female in this manner is for mate guarding, keeping other males from attempting to mate with her. When the female scoops out the sperm from the underside of the male's thorax, they form what is called a wheel, or sometimes the heart. When they have completed copulation, they go down to the water and she oviposits eggs below the water's surface. So what can you do to protect dragonflies? Well, the primary thing is ensuring that your local ponds and streams are clean by reducing the use of pesticides and fertilizers, don't pour hazardous chemicals down the drain, or volunteering on a waterway cleanup. Thank you for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it inspires you to go out and look in your backyard and local city parks for strange and interesting animals, some of which may actually be threatened. Okay, let's let this guy go. This video is part of an ongoing Fundamentals of Conservation Biology series with a new episode coming out each and every month. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to this channel, and put on notifications so you won't miss out when the next video in this series comes out. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.